That's insane, man. That's
Bro, I get it.
insane. What's up, everybody? Episode number 19, Shirts versus Skins, coming at you with a brand new episode post Super Bowl. Pretty good episode that it's going to be. We're going to talk a lot, and the main topics will be the Super Bowl reaction. Obviously, we're going to give our reaction on the game, but most importantly, the GOAT debate that everybody has been wanting to talk about ever since Brady won that seventh ring. We're also going to give a quick preview of UFC 258 and then a quick rundown on some miscellaneous topics all throughout the sporting world, including the Rose trade and a bunch of other movements throughout the sporting world. So we'll get started with the Super Bowl reaction. What are you guys' thoughts on that? How'd you feel about the game?
Go first, Eagle.
Now you go.
I mean, I can't say I'm very surprised, but wow, he's done it again. Tom Brady, 7 rings, 7 fucking rings, bro. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers went from being the worst dead franchise in all of football to now being the reigning defending champions. All because of one guy. You can make that argument, but what a game it was for as long as it lasted. I mean, the game was kind of over in the second quarter. Pat Mahomes did not look like Pat Mahomes.
Second quarter?
First half. Or you know what? After, like the first possession in the second half, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say the first possession, but because I remember specifically in the group chat, I was texting, me and Tiku said, if you have money right now, bet it on the Chiefs while the odds are down as soon as the second half started. But
yeah, getting back to the game, Pat Mahomes did not look like Pat Mahomes. This is arguably 2 Super Bowls in a row that he's not the same guy in the regular season. That's a whole different argument, but that's truth for now. That Bucs defense, man. We said it was overrated, then we said it was underrated, and then it turns out it was the best defense in all football this year. Devin White, Levante David, Sue, Pierre Paul. I'm telling you, bro, they got studs all over, and they all showed up in the biggest game of the year. Tom Brady said that we still haven't played our best game, and he was right. That was their best game. But yeah, the Bucs defense led by Todd Bowles. So happy for him. He's a stud. Yeah, bro, they just shut down Pat Mahomes and the most like such a fun offense, and then only scored 9 points. So yeah, I mean the Bucs defense was all over them, and the Bucs, like I said before, the Bucs should win this game. That's what I said before the game even started. They should, and they did in impressive fashion.
Well, here's the thing. You said earlier that Mahomes didn't look like Mahomes, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with you there. I think, although Mahomes couldn't get done what he usually does, but we can't shoulder the blame on Mahomes. I think he didn't have a bad performance given the circumstances.
Listen, he's a big boy. Every fucking quarterback gets this. Carson Wentz got it. Sam Darnold. Every quarterback gets it. He's a big boy, bro. He can deal with it. He didn't play well.
He didn't play bad, though. What does he have to deal with?
To be fair, Mahomes was running for his life the whole game.
Exactly. Tell me one thing Mahomes did wrong throughout that game, please.
Listen. Listen. Pat Mahomes is a great player, right? I get you're missing your left tackle and your center. I get it. It's not easy, but you still have Tyreek Hill. You still have all these weapons, and you're still Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in football. And he only scored 9 points. Last year in the Super Bowl, he didn't play great. He still won, but he didn't play great. And
yeah, but
I get it, bro. Like what?
He was the reason why they won that Super Bowl. You're right. He was playing bad, but he turned it up, and the whole team followed right after, though. So
you can make an argument that Jimmy G just cost that game for them.
That's a
So
fair
it's
point.
both ways. Listen, he's still a phenomenal player. I'm just saying that he's a big boy. He can take this damn like I don't want to say hate, but okay,
Slander.
like yeah, slander. It's every
Yeah,
quarter.
absolutely, bro. I mean, when you're being touted as the baby goat, the guy that's next up, winning MVPs, getting his contract,
Greatest player
being
of all
part,
time. They're already
yeah,
saying.
stuff like that. So yeah, you're right. But if we're gonna be very objective
Yeah, yeah.
and
Listen,
analyze the game itself, I really don't put any blame on Mahomes mostly. I think there's definitely a lot of other people and aspects of the game that the Chiefs just failed at. Listen, the talk would deservedly be all about Brady. That makes sense. It always
Hold
was.
up.
Okay.
I just want to say this. And more than any other sport, especially in this sport, if you win, it's all about the quarterback. If you lose, it's all about the quarterback. So
Fair.
it's
You're right.
that's
We
how it
seen that
is.
with
That's
Rodgers.
all I'm trying to say.
You're right. Okay.
And
All right.
Roger,
That's understandable. You're right. That's
that's all I'm
understandable.
trying to say. Yeah.
Excuse me. But at the end of the day, the main, like, to me, what stood out from everybody else was that Bucks defense. Like I was trying to say about everything, all the talk will be about Brady. It was coming into the game, was after, but who would have thought the Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, all the weapons they have, that system, that offensive system that they have, would only be in single digits. 9 points in the Super Bowl, biggest game of their all. So Bucks defense took that day against the most explosive offense arguably ever and not even give up a touchdown. That's insane. Unreal performance, like you said. The players on that team, JPP, Shaq Barrett,
Yeah.
Dominican Sue, insane. Just an absolute force and a treat to watch them. Like, and also I got to give credit to the offense as well. The offensive game plan going into it for the Bucks, the Chiefs had no answer throughout the whole game. And I understand the point you were saying about how, like, from looking at it, you knew that the game was done because they had they couldn't even stop them.
Yeah.
That thing was
You know
going.
why? Because
Go ahead.
in this sport, if you dominate the offensive line, like that's very good. Like you have a better chance of winning. If you dominate both lines, I mean that's what I was watching. It was
Yeah,
total domination on the O line
yeah,
and the D line. And
I think the
yeah.
highest point the Chiefs fans had was when they made that stop at the 1 yard line, and
that was a big time stop
that
I
was the
thought.
only
Like
That was a
glimmer of
huge
hope
stop.
that they
Yeah.
no,
had.
no, no.
And then right after that, it's just
The only thing they
shattered
won
dreams, man.
was the coin toss. That's the only thing they won the whole game.
I lost a bet on the coin toss. Unfortunately, don't bet that ever. Very big mistake.
Listen, if like I say again, if sports betting was legal in New York, I had in my mind that the Gatorade was blue. You know how they bet what color was the Gatorade when you pour it
Yeah.
Oh,
over the
did
Coke?
people
I
actually
picked blue.
bet that, bro? That's crazy,
It
bro.
was blue.
Yeah,
I don't
and I
remember.
would have.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
blue.
blue.
And I was gonna bet blue, but whatever. Anyways, but like you said, that offensive line for the Chiefs got destroyed. And
Yeah.
I seen it before the game. I'm like, bro, is that Mike Remmers at right tackle for the Chiefs? I remember Mike Remmers on the Giants, bro. And
Right.
let's not talk about the Giants O line.
Ooh.
We know about that. So I knew it was gonna be a long day. I think Eric Fisher wasn't he
Was
hurt for
out.
the Chiefs?
Left tackle.
Was out. So
Lose.
maybe listen, I think maybe we should have not bought into like the whole aura around the Chiefs offense
No,
because
Oh,
because
he's
not-
it was
he's
one
still phenomenal. He's still Pat Mahomes. He's great.
no
But-
yeah
but
I'm
you
talking about
can't.
just
But see,
this game
but see,
specifically against the
Ahmed,
Bucks. I'm saying
see, that's where Tico's argument becomes fair because Mahomes could do everything he can, fucking diving throws to the fucking end zone,
Yeah,
but
I know.
it doesn't matter because
But Sam Darnold, I watch Sam Darnold do the same thing every Sunday, and he gets hate.
Oh my.
So just
God,
keep
it's
your
so
ball.
different.
Just
I'm not saying.
the same way.
Listen, okay, but that's exactly.
what?
See, this is what I don't like. A lot of the time, you often try to act as if we should speak like the public eye. Most people are stupid, you know, when they see
It's not nice.
Pat Mahomes. No, I don't care. I'll say it like straight up.
Joking.
At the end of the day, you have to look at sports the right way, the way that fucking the game was played with your eyes, right? You look at that game, you say
Mhm.
Pat Mahomes has 0 touchdowns. What do you have? Like 2 interceptions, I think, or 1 interception. You say, oh, he had a bad game, right? But did
Okay.
he really? Was it Pat Mahomes' fault? I mean, it wasn't. And in your case too, you could say it's the same thing for Sam Darnold, and I think we should keep that. I think that's
So that's literally all I'm doing.
no. I'm not saying I'm not saying anything
I know
in
Pat
your fault.
Mahomes is phenomenal.
I'm saying the fact that we have to look at it in the lens that you're looking at it, which is totally right, because that is unfortunately the lens most people look at it at. It sucks because then you have to slander these players, and then what do? They can't do anything. They can't defend themselves or anything like that. I think it's horrible that Pat Mahomes
They can deal with it.
has. They can deal with it, of course, but do they deserve the slander? I mean, should we not be slandering the shit, or rather than slander? Should we not be praising the defense that the Bucks had? I mean, what could the Chiefs
Like,
do?
bro, nobody's talking about Tyreek Hill, right? Nobody's talking about Tyreek Hill. He had 0 catches in the first half. He had all it was all
A lot
like
of
in
drop-
garbage time. A
How
lot of
many-
drop
passes.
How many targets did he have though?
There's no, I mean, I get it. They double team like there was nobody, like, I don't know how to say it. He had no chance of getting open. They made sure of that. So
Yeah.
I get it, but still, you're Tyreek Hill. You got to get some, especially in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, like 0 catches
I
in the
think
first
that
half.
comes down.
Do you
I
blame
think
the
that comes
coaches
down
at all?
to the-
I blame everybody, but Pat Mahomes is the quarterback. If they would have won, it would have been, oh, Pat Mahomes is this.
Listen,
If
this
but they
isn't
lost.
the first time. Sorry to cut you off. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time Andy Reid has not adjusted his offense in the Super Bowl.
Go back to the Eagles, bro. NFC
So-
Championship game, a lot of them.
Exactly. So I think at the end of the day, hats off to the
Todd
coaching
Bowles.
for the Bucks.
Top Bowl.
Insane. Todd Bowles, former Jets head coach, better as a defensive coordinator rather than a
Yeah,
head
I mean,
coach.
all these people are saying, oh, like you obviously
Yeah.
never watched any game that he coached. He's a great guy. He's just not a great head coach, and he
Yeah,
knows
that's a lot.
all about defense.
Yeah.
He's not a head coach.
So the game plan was insane on both sides of the ball, and at the end of the day, when you have such a influential player like Tom Brady in the locker room, that just brings up everybody's performance. You look at what Gronkowski did.
Wow.
Bro, dude had what, 7 touchdowns throughout the whole season, gets 2 in one game. Antonio Brown,
I was
He's
so
lucky.
happy.
Leonard
Because-
Fournette,
Yeah, he did
Leonard
all
Fournette
the
got
wrong
cut.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, Fournette,
Listen,
bro,
bro.
pulled up big time in that second half, bro.
Insane.
Oh,
You saw
Insane.
him just Leonard
Dropped the
Fournette,
whole
bro. He
playoffs.
was
Not even
Yo,
just the
Fournette
game.
just running.
yeah.
Dropped the whole
Yo.
playoffs.
And you want to hear, you know what's something funny that you mentioned that? I mean, right before the game started, I literally, and I texted the group chat, I was like, because I supported the Chiefs. I said, I can't bet against Tom Brady. The look he had in his face, I was like, this is not going to be good.
No.
Been there,
bro,
done
I knew
that,
from the
bro.
get-go,
I told
bro.
was it Tony or Steven? I told him. He said, oh, I'm not gonna bet against A-Rod. No, I said if you're gonna put money on the line, it's Tom Brady. And
Yeah.
listen, bro, I was the guy that said he's never gonna win a Super Bowl again. This guy is just different. He's a fucking alien, and
Insane.
it is what it is.
Insane. And for Brady, because we're gonna have to talk about Brady now.
And
You
we'll
know?
talk about him in like a
And-
minute.
and bro,
too,
I have
'cause
Now
there's not much more to
now
be
that
said
he's
about the
gone,
Super Bowl.
He's gone from the AFC East. I can clap for him all day, bro. No problem for me, bro.
It's fair. That's fair. And hey, the only thing I was thinking about throughout that whole Super Bowl was like, this guy Eli Manning beat him twice. How
can't
insane
blame
is
yourself.
that? How insane is that? Like I understand all the people that, oh, Eli Manning, blah blah, he's an idiot
I mean, Nick Foles
quarterback,
beat him, bro.
he's a
Nick Foles.
gunslinger. I know, but Eli did it twice, bro.
Yeah.
One time could be a fluke. 2 times, man, you can't argue that. Eli
can't
Manning,
argue it,
every
man.
single time he showed up, made that play. you can't talk about a lot of these quarterbacks. And bro, Tom Brady just who did he beat going to the Super Bowl right now?
Oof.
Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes. So Eli Manning
And Tyler
deserves his
Heineke.
the Hall, bro, in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, the fact
for
that
being
people
able
don't
to
even
beat him
consider, yeah, bro, the fact that people don't even consider Eli Manning as a Hall of Famer is just ridiculous to me, bro. I don't
It's
understand that.
insane.
There's,
I understand the stats. Yeah.
yeah.
Listen,
No,
bro,
you're making the exact point I was gonna make. So go ahead.
I'm a Jets fan.
It's just the stats.
Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer.
You see, you can argue the stats. He doesn't have the stats for that. But two rings on his fingers, two Super Bowl MVPs to argue.
You have to watch sports with your eyes, people. Stats are good, but you have to use your eyes to watch sports. It's simply put, you have to. There's no way around it. Not everything is stats, dude. Like I said, stats would make Mahomes out to be the worst player. I tried looking up for the life of me, because we were gonna have a debate on Brady versus, which we will. I tried looking up for the life of me how many yards Tom Brady has run in his career before throwing the ball.
Oh.
Right? Not rushing yards, but just standing in place, maybe 1 or 2 yards to the left, right, blah, blah, blah.
I saw that stat, I know.
And imagine we had that stat for Mahomes. I don't know if we do. I couldn't find it for the life of me. But Mahomes probably ran 300-400 yards, man.
Pat Mahomes, he ran for it was around 400 or maybe even more yards before he even threw the ball.
That's insane, man. That's
insane. I get it, but it is what it is, bro. You can do it.
It is what it is. Listen.
It is very insane.
Do you think he can come back?
What?
Do you think he can come back as in, well, obviously he's going to come. He's a great guy. I mean, do you think he can come back and cover the gap that has now happened? I forgot who said it. They said it perfectly. They said, you win 2, getting to 6 isn't hard, but from 1 to 7 is much more difficult. That's a 2-ring difference right now. Just from that loss, he set himself 2 rings back.
Ahmed, you said you think the Bucks are favorites for next year?
No, I said the Chiefs.
Oh, okay. So, all right, let's just start that.
Hold up,
discussion right now.
You're saying can he catch Mike?
No, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady?
Mahomes?
That's a good question. And
no,
I think so.
I think it's no. In
Ahmed, do you actually think
that's
so?
what we're talking about?
Do I think that Pat Mahomes can catch him as the GOAT? Yes.
As 7 rings, as rings wise.
Rings wise, I don't think so. Because I mean, Tom Brady is 6 was already insane, bro. 6 was ridiculous. 7, bro, he's just adding to his own records now. Yeah. But as the GOAT, I think Pat Mahomes can catch him. I don't know. I don't know.
I disagree. I think that 7 championships is never going to be replicated, ever. I don't think that's going to happen.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If next year, both teams, same teams, meet up again in the Super Bowl, this time Pat Mahomes wins, and then I'm telling you, he's already got 2. He's already been like every single season that he's a starter. He's already in the Super Bowl, and now he's got 2 Super Bowls. Probably on MVP.
Ahmed, I'm so happy you said this, Ahmed, because you're not ready, bro. You're not ready for when we talk about the GOAT debate, bro. I'm so happy you said
I just don't see it happening.
If he beats him next year, he's got 2, and then he can still.
He has plenty of time, bro.
He's
26.
7.
He's 26
to become the GOAT. If he has 4 or 5, and he's so and he's by far the greatest player ever, he's obviously the GOAT if he's got 4 or 5. This is not the NBA. If LeBron's 3 and 6.
But how sad would that be? We know Mahomes is probably more talented than Brady, right?
Obviously.
How sad would it be if Mahomes becomes the LeBron of the NFL? Goes to 10 finals, 11, 12.
What's so sad about that, bro? That's not sad. Because LeBron James is at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day,
because he isn't a GOAT.
Who's more talented? Who's more talented, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Talented, you can't argue. Athletic,
What do you
LeBron
mean I
James.
can't
You
argue,
can't.
bro? What do you mean
Talented,
I can't
Michael
argue?
Jordan was
definitely
better
argue.
at the game
What
of
you mean I
basketball.
can't argue, bro?
Michael
Like,
Jordan was
stop
better
it.
at no. Michael Jordan was better
disagree.
at the technicalities of basketball.
No, bro.
LeBron
stop,
James
like,
is more
stop
athletic.
listening to like who are you listening to, bro?
I don't listen to
Michael
anyone.
Jordan
That's my personal
was
opinion.
flying on air. He could guard anybody he wants. He was the best two-way player.
That's what I
could
said.
dribble the ball. He could give you 10 assists, give you 10 rebounds. He could do anything LeBron James.
That's what
can
I
do.
said.
What do you mean
That's what I
talent?
said.
I get that he's 6'8", but
That's what I said. I said Michael Jordan. No.
Yeah.
whoa.
He did.
thought you said
He did.
LeBron.
I said Michael Jordan, bro.
He said
Okay,
that
ask
Jordan
the question.
technically,
I
as
said
a
Jordan is
skillful
more
player,
talented.
is more
Yeah.
talented. He
Kobe
did say
Bryant's way more skillful than LeBron James.
Yes, same thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Mahomes being the more
What do you mean?
talented one.
Mm.
Realistically, it should be him here, Brady here. But it doesn't work that way though, because Brady is also not the most athletic quarterback ever. That guy's just different, bro. I don't understand that.
It's different in football, bro.
It is,
He
but
can still throw the ball exactly where he wants it. It doesn't look as pretty as A-Rod or Mahomes, but it still gets there.
Gets
Same
the
with Brady.
job done. Simple,
Yeah.
easy. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he made the throws that needed to be made. And if you need somebody to win you a game, you pick Tom fucking Brady. Simple as that.
Well,
Brady, listen, this guy is just. I was thinking throughout the whole night, even after the Super Bowl, I'm like, bro, 7 in the NFL, where it's
I
hard
don't
to
think he only
even.
understands that though.
I do understand.
Bro,
it.
it's hard
Ahmed,
to
you don't know my
repeat.
point of view yet. So.
But listen, if let's get into it. I'm down to get into this Michael Jordan versus Brady talk. You know, I mean, this is basically an update from when we last talked about it when Tony and Steven were on, but now it actually happened, which is crazy. I didn't think it was gonna happen. So
First of all, shout out me the question.
Can I give
Facts.
Can I give my take first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I want Ahmed to be the first to argue against it. All right.
Shit.
Now, and by the way, can I just clarify? We're specifying American sports, like goats like this and Ronaldo and Messi are just outside, like not necessarily much better, but they're not in
Hey,
this.
look at the guy
argument.
you have behind you.
That's what I meant. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, I mean,
You know, you got Usain
that's-
Bolt, you got Serena Williams, you
yeah.
got Tiger Woods, guys like that. So
Those are
we're talking
worldwide
about, like-
sports that I think
Yeah.
we shouldn't encompass into this
Which is
conversation,
actually
but
a
American
different-
sports.
Yeah, you're right, because it's so different compared to sports like swimming. That's just an individual sport. Even fighting, for example, Muhammad Ali, you know, guys like Khabib,
bro.
like individually in those sports where it's all on you is way harder than a team thing.
Did you see
Like,
Collins'
you know,
list?
NFL.
Obviously, yeah.
But
Oh
that
my
was disgusting.
That
That's
guy
disgusting.
is just.
If you can bring it up,
Colin
if you can
Coward.
bring it up right now and actually
Bro,
put it
I-
on a video so the viewers can
Bro,
see.
he
it's
made one like
disgusting.
2 years ago too. He had
Doesn't
he's-
matter.
he's
It's still
ridiculous.
Floyd was number one, or it was like LeBron James.
No, Tom Brady was number one.
Tom Brady was number one. Yeah.
The worst part
2 years
is
ago,
he
so
didn't
long.
say he didn't even say the best athletes. He said most popular. Like
Yeah.
LeBron, I mean Ronaldo isn't more popular than Tom Brady. Are you joking?
Absolutely. Just go look at the Instagram followers, bro.
Oh, I mean,
Willian has
triple.
more followers than Tom Brady, bro.
It's insane. Like, bro, it's just like
But-
it feels like American media, like the US media, these guys,
For
ESPN,
sure, bro.
Fox Sports, they
Bro, they
think
don't
America is like the only country in the world.
No, they're stupid.
Like, dude,
It's
use your fucking
ridiculous.
head, dude. And it's insane
Yo.
these guys are getting paid millions to talk sports.
Unacceptable.
Like,
Support
Definitely.
SBS, bro. We don't say this stupid shit. You will never catch us saying
Hell
this
no.
stupid shit, bro. We'll talk
so
about
dumb.
I don't want to shit
Darts.
on Colin Coward.
that we barely know anything about, and we'll still not say stupid shit like
Fuck
this.
that
bro.
He's a
guy.
little
man.
sick right now, so let's wish him the best. But after he gets well, we can shit on him. Hopefully.
Is he?
He's a
All
little
right,
sick
listen,
right now.
but maybe that's why he
Alright.
put out this list. I hope that was why. Maybe it wasn't right. Maybe he wasn't feeling right. But Aaron Rodgers more popular than Serena Williams. Literally, as you said before, in the argument of GOAT of all sports in terms of her dominance, and you're gonna put
I mean,
Aaron
bro,
Rodgers over
it's
her.
Like
What?
But also, Ahmed,
He's
I mean,
just
not Ahmed,
saying
I
like
apologize.
A-Rod is.
Yoni, listen. Listen. Just because you're super dominant in your sport doesn't mean you're popular, though. Like who we were talking this off air.
She's more
Who you talking about? That skater guy.
Oh, she's more dominant than
Like,
anybody.
Rodney Mullen.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about this guy, Rodney Mullen. You're saying he's the GOAT of skating, right? Skateboarding?
Skateboarding, yeah.
Skateboarding. I never
Legend.
heard of him.
Please look
Just
up
because
look
you're
up his
super.
compilations.
I will when I have time. But
No, I'm saying in general to the viewers and everything.
he's super dominant. You think he's the GOAT of skateboarding, but I didn't know who he was. Just because you're super dominant doesn't mean you're the most
That's
popular.
fair.
You know,
That's fair. That's fair.
that's what I'm saying.
Um,
So let's get into this Michael Jordan versus Brady talk. Yoni Waz, we know behind the scenes you've been ready for this. So
oh, I wanted it so
ahead.
bad, but all right.
go ahead.
I'll put it
Go ahead,
simple.
here's your
All right,
time.
I'll make it very simple. Listen to me. My personal view is this: Tom Brady cannot be labeled as the GOAT just yet, and for one reason only. Michael Jordan's legacy has been untouched for 30 years, going on to 30 now. We've had Kobe Bryant, we've had LeBron James, we've had Rajon Rondo. I'm just kidding. These players try to replicate Michael Jordan, and none of them came close. None of them came close. I don't care what you say. We're talking 5 MVPs. People say he should have got 6. Finals MVP in every finals he played in, 6 rings, 2 3-peats, never a loss. I mean, the dominance was there. And now we have Tom Brady, who's just as dominant, arguably more dominant, because we know football's a tougher sport to win rings in. However, do we know that Tom Brady is the GOAT just yet? Especially when we have someone like Patrick Mahomes breathing down his neck. Can we seriously say Tom Brady is outright goated,
Bro,
far ahead of Michael Jordan, when we don't even know if what Tom Brady did will be repeated or not? You can't lie and say you definitely 100% think Mahomes is not going to win 7
Let me just
rings.
stop you right there.
No, wait.
Right there for 1 second.
Oh, I want to hear this, actually. I want you to rebuttal because I want to hear your point.
Good.
No, I go ahead.
Oh,
I don't have to say
no.
much more.
No, I'm just saying, like, how do you bring up that fact when LeBron James is still playing and he just won a ring last year? But okay.
LeBron James has the losses, though. He has the asterisk forever on his name. There is 0 asterisks
Did you not
next
just
to
watch
Mike.
Tom Brady beat Pat Mahomes?
But Tom
He
Brady
literally
lost to Eli
beat-
Manning. But Tom Brady lost to Eli Manning twice. That's not an asterisk. To me, that's not an
No,
asterisk.
how do you okay, so you obviously don't value the NBA championship or like as the same as the NFL championship. He's making it to the championship. Okay, he lost to Eli right twice, but
Yes.
he still has 7. You understand what
Okay.
that means? Okay.
I understand. But there is no asterisk because you brought up LeBron. There's no asterisk next to Michael Jordan's name at all, right? And I agree with you. Tom Brady losing twice to Eli Manning doesn't move it. Like I said, in 30 years' time, if nobody touches what Tom Brady has done, which most likely they will not, I agree wholeheartedly that Tom Brady is the greatest to ever live. However, there is an asterisk next to Tom Brady's name, and it's Patrick Mahomes, who can continue to dominate. And so you know it. You know, you can't tell me right now you don't think Mahomes is going to catch 6 rings, 5 rings, 5 or 6. You know in your heart that he has more than capable ability to get 6, maybe even 7. He's 26.
don't.
But we're talking about right
really
now, Yoni.
Right
I
now,
don't.
but that's what I'm saying. Right now, he can't be the GOAT until we know that his legacy can't be touched.
That's so you want I don't understand what you're like. So you, that's
it's
Listen,
Michael
I'm-
Jordan
Pat Mahomes.
until it's
That's what I'm
Michael
saying.
Jordan
okay, but listen,
until
that's 15 years more of Pat Mahomes. We gotta wait then.
yes, we have to wait. We have to wait.
Honestly, I'm
I don't
gonna
understand
keep
what
it
you're saying.
simple. I'm gonna keep it simple on this.
Yeah.
For Brady. How many NFL teams are in the league? 32, right? How old is
Just
Tom
say
Brady?
that fact, bro.
There's 32 teams in the NFL. Okay.
Mhm.
There's only one can be a championship. It's so hard, especially.
How many are in the NBA?
I'm not sure, but the point is,
30.
it's so much
30.
harder, especially in a one game. Anything can happen. Bullshit can
best of
happen.
7, when the best team
Nah.
like has to win.
That which has to win. You can make adjustments. It's one game. That's it. Listen, I understand it. Brady's been super lucky. He has to. But guess what? Luck's part of the sport. Going
It
to that
is,
Patriots team, going to Bill Belichick, going to that team that had what? Drew Bledsoe. He came in, he did the thing, he won a Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, 21 years in this league, playing the most important position in that league, quarterback. He spent what, 20 years on the Patriots, who were considered the best team of all time. He had
Since
that
he got
monkey
there.
since he got there.
Because
He had
before
that
they
monkey
were-
on his back. He had that monkey on his back that were people saying, oh, he's a system quarterback. He played under the best coach of all time. He went to a team, Tampa Bay, that you said, Ahmed, that wasn't respected that well. We know who the owners are and won another fucking Super Bowl, bro.
And guess
That's
what,
it.
Yoni? He's 43 years old. That's like Michael Jordan taking the Wizards to the NBA championship and winning. You understand?
Insane.
Listen,
It's
Dude, he
different
plays on
though.
one
That's
side,
so
bro. He
different.
play-
Wait. Don't bring up
Okay.
age. How much does Tom? And this is why I looked up the stats. How much does Tom Brady run compared to Jordan?
what do you mean run?
But he also
Tom
plays
Brady-
in a very physically.
It's
Johnny Watts.
physical, but
Michael Jordan-
you're
Michael
telling me
Jordan
Michael Jordan
didn't take care
never.
of his body like Tom Brady.
He did.
That's
You're
why.
right.
He didn't. He was
You're
drinking
right.
wine.
He
and
had the
smoking
Jordan
cigars and
rules. He
staying up
played
till 4
under.
a.m.
Yeah.
What?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Understand. Listen,
Jordan
he
was doing
plays,
some
he
dumb
plays
shit.
on one side. He plays on one side. If his defense is trash, there's nothing he could
Yeah.
do about that. You know,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah,
that's
Atlanta
one thing.
Falcons.
that's the thing.
He won
mean
with
Atlanta
two
Falcons?
different teams, bro. That's also like
And
so
also,
great.
can I bring up this? What I say before, 21 years in the NFL, his whole career, 14 times he went to the Super Bowl
14, bro. No, hold up. There's
and won
like,
7.
bro. There's like percentage. There's like percentage.
He's more likely. I'll put it
That
for
tweet
you.
I sent you, bro. That
He's
tweet I
more
sent
likely. He's more likely to go to an NBA Finals than Steph Curry is to hit a 3-pointer. I mean NFL
That's
Finals.
insane,
Yeah, Super Bowl.
dude. Look, bro, look at all the BS that's coming out, bro. He has more Super Bowl wins than all 32 NFL franchises.
Okay, can I
That's
ask you a question?
incredible, bro.
'Cause,
Come on, man.
Like
Never
I
had a
said,
losing
love
record.
Jordan.
if it goes this way, like I said, if nobody
he's-
catches up to him, I do agree that it's Tom Brady. But let me ask you a question, Ahmed. Before you said, and I'm glad you said it on camera, you said Mahomes doesn't have to win as many rings as Brady to be considered the GOAT.
Okay,
So
but he
is-
has to
wait,
win
wait.
a good amount.
Wait,
He
if
can't win
Mahomes
for, like, one
is,
more.
how many is a good
I
amount?
would say, bro, if 4 or 5, it depends.
So if
He's
if
twice great.
Mahomes
Or even
Mahomes wins
greater.
4 rings, if Mahomes wins 4 rings, he's a bigger GOAT than Michael Jordan.
If he wins 5, I'll put him over. If he wins 4, it's even. It's close.
So if Mahomes wins 5, it goes
Bro,
Mahomes,
bro,
Brady,
bro,
Michael Jordan.
Bro. This dude won 1 Super Bowl. 1. They're already talking about him and
Yoni, you gotta go out and do it, bro.
I
You're
know,
talking
and
about.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta go and do it, and we gotta see it, bro.
Yo, but I'm
nothing is
saying like
guaranteed,
his argument.
nothing
Yo,
is-
but that argument doesn't make
Nothing's
sense.
given to you.
Mahomes with 4 rings,
so?
5 rings is not better than Michael Jordan, all time. He's not.
Mm.
He's not.
Well,
You cannot
Jordan-
say Mahomes is going to become the GOAT with 4 rings and then say
4 or
Brady
5.
is better than Jordan. Because then you put Mahomes over Brady and over Jordan with 4 rings, 5 rings.
Yeah, but-
I don't care that
but-
it's football.
But he's also the greatest player ever. Like,
So
Tom
is
Brady-
Jordan.
no. He's also the best player of all time. Best. Like, he's the best player ever.
But like better than
No,
Jordan
I'm
in
saying-
terms
I'm
of
saying
technical
so is
ability.
Mike. But we're doing it in a football now. So it's a little like you get more praise in football. That's all I'm trying to say. If he wins 4 or 5, it's hard.
If he
because
wins
it's
4 or
football.
5, but it doesn't make it as special anymore.
I'm not
He was
here to
4 or
talk
5.
hypotheticals, bro. I gotta go
Yeah,
see him
and that
do it,
too.
bro.
Like,
That's it, bro.
let's talk right
That's
now.
it, bro.
Talking right now.
Let's
Tom
talk
Brady.
about what we see
Right now, it's
We
still
see
Michael Jordan.
right now.
You just said it was
I
Tom
just-
Brady like Two
I
rings.
made-
I said
listen, I
right
made
now
my
it's
point.
Michael Jordan until nobody can catch up to Tom Brady. If you're a GOAT, and if you're a GOAT,
makes
it's
more
not
sense.
just accomplishments. It's not being able to repeat what someone did before. There's one GOAT in every sport. There's one GOAT in
Bro,
every sport. Can we agree?
you think someone's gonna like win 7?
Nobody's winning 7
I
ever,
said-
bro.
Go-
I'm telling
I
you
think
right
Go
now.
like
Mahomes
14 of
is the
them. I
Nobody.
don't understand. Like his
Mahomes can
records
win
are
7.
never gonna get touched. Tom Brady.
Mahomes can win 7. There's a
I
chance.
disagree. I don't think he wins
I'm
7.
not saying
I
there's
don't
a-
100%
there's a-
certainty.
7 is
It's
chance.
more
insane, bro. I'm
unlikely.
telling
It's
you.
more unlikely that he won't. It's not a debate. If he wins 4 or 5, it's like wow, like
Mhm.
that's phenomenal.
We
7?
exactly.
I'm dreaming, bro. Tom Brady set a new
Exactly.
standard, and that's it. And
It's
it's his
insane.
standard. Listen,
Yep.
bro.
I agree with that.
2 great players. All I'm gonna say on this, we weren't old enough to watch Mike, but thank God we got Tom Brady, and that's all I'm gonna say. Thank God.
I agree. I agree.
My closing statement. Eli's the GOAT.
No, listen, great points. Don't get me wrong. I just think GOATs, you have to test their legacy. And until Tom Brady's legacy, because how do we know that 4 or 5 rings in football is still going to be special? Because players go on for more years now. I mean, 5 Champions Leagues for one player was seemed impossible in 2000. And then Maldini won. And then Ronaldo won. And then Ramos won. And then Messi won. Like 5 Champions Leagues before the year 2000 seemed impossible. And then in the span of 20 years, you have what, 5 players who got 4 each, 5 each? It changes over time. You're right. You can't argue hypotheticals. Fine. I'll meet you at the middle ground. Right now, Tom Brady is the GOAT. But if someone can catch Tom Brady's legacy, he drops down to number 2 and Michael Jordan takes number 1.
It's
Only time will tell.
Very, 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 very unlikely that anybody catches Tom Brady. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why you can't
I agree.
say, oh, wait 15
I
years,
agree.
wait 20 years. I'm not waiting for
Do you see
fucking 20
anyone?
years
Do you
and
see
no.
anyone? Do you see anyone? Because we met at the middle ground, right? I'll agree. Tom Brady's the GOAT until, if someone catches legacy, he drops to number 2, right? However,
That's for everybody.
do you see anybody touching Jordan right now? We see
now?
Mahomes and we think, yo, he could overcome Brady as the GOAT. Who do you see right now that can overcome Jordan as the GOAT?
We're talking just American sports, sorry.
No, in basketball.
And NBA,
specifically.
yeah.
Yeah.
In basketball, the Jordan.
Yeah, who can threaten Jordan's
James.
legacy?
LeBron
LeBron
James.
James, bro. This
Absolutely.
guy said LeBron James.
Yes.
No, I'm
I've
saying
said it in last episodes. I said if LeBron James gets 6 championships, he's the GOAT of basketball.
With all those losses, he's the
Yes,
GOAT.
absolutely. Because he ties up Michael
I
Jordan
think-
championships, and he
like, for
beats
me-
him in every single statistic throughout history.
yeah, but there's he played like 1,000 more games and all that. But I'm just saying, like, if he
Yeah, he
wins
did.
5,
That's a credit for him. You're right. You can use that as against and for him. He's been healthy throughout that whole thing.
well, I mean,
What is that,
it's-
his fault?
It's a different
No?
different time. Like back then, if you tore your ACL, that's it. It's over for you. Now it's
Well,
8
LeBron's
months,
never
9
been
months, you're
injured.
back. I'm just saying it's all different.
You're right.
But
You're right. It is different, but
if LeBron
that's just
wins,
my opinion, really.
what has he got 4 right now? He's got 4. If he wins one more, he can enter that debate for me. He can enter. We can start talking about it. Right now, I'm not
Yeah.
talking.
He
about it.
doesn't have a clutch gene in his body, bro. Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, no matter where you put them, at the end of the day,
He's a different type of player.
doesn't matter. It does matter
He's
because at the
Magic
end of the
Johnson.
day, if you had to win a game, you take
Michael Jordan.
Jordan over LeBron.
That's a better
You
question.
take Tom
That's
Brady.
a better question. If you gotta win one game, who do you take, Michael Jordan or Tom Brady? That's a question.
See,
I don't know if I can answer.
that's why that's a difficult question. But that's also something you should take into
That's
account.
not,
That's
like,
very important.
But that's not who's the GOAT. That's just for one
That's insane.
game.
I don't know, man.
Because for one game, I'll take Eli Manning over like a lot of
A lot of
quarterbacks.
guys.
A lot
Oh,
of
shit.
quarterbacks.
A lot
It's
of
just
guys.
some guys
Definitely
have-
wouldn't
it's
take
just-
Aaron Rodgers. I'll tell you
It's
that.
just barbershop talk. It's just a question, Honestly, the answer to that, damn, I don't know.
Bro,
It's such
I
a-
gotta say Mike.
Really?
I gotta say Mike because
Oof.
listen, bro.
Yo, listen, I've seen Tom Brady not sell in all Super Bowls he's been. Not
What?
sell. I said he's not sold in any Super Bowl.
Are we
And
hypothetically?
Super Bowls, but
Hypothetically, they
Stage of
both
them
have a
all.
team. They both have a good team. Like we're talking, let's say,
in Super Bowls.
yo, that's tough, bro. That's really
16 winning.
tough.
Give me Tom Brady.
He's got a
Tom Brady.
34. He's got a 34 and 11 postseason record. That's just equal to, or a little more than 30 Game 7 victories.
That's
I'm not
insane.
100% on Michael Jordan's track record. Has he ever had to overcome a comeback like Tom Brady had to overcome the Falcons? No,
Oh,
right?
comeback? No, he was never like down.
Bro,
He
he's
was-
never been to a Game 7 in his whole life in NBA
Yeah, in the
Finals,
NBA
bro.
Finals.
That's crazy.
I'm
Bro.
saying-
I think I
He
have
took
to
care
go
of
Tom
business.
Brady, bro.
He's
I
took
think I
care
have
of
to.
business, bro.
Yeah, NBA
I'm going
Finals
Tom
was
Brady,
never,
too.
it was close a couple times, but
But listen, at the end of the day, if we keep this discussion going on, we'll be here all night. So,
yeah, it's a.
but
listen, bro,
we have
two
other
greats.
topics. Yeah, we got other topics, and Ahmed, this is where we get the most heated in, and that's MMA. This weekend we got UFC 258, and we're here to preview it. The main card, we know what it is: Usman, Kamaru Usman, Marty Usman versus Gilbert Burns.
D.
Two, Mr. Nigeria, right? So huge card. Well, fight itself, the overall card, it's pretty mid, right? I mean, listen, I was making a
not
joke
good,
to you
bro.
guys. Let's just say the main event, Usman and Burns, gets canceled. God forbid. Hopefully not.
Oof.
That fight card would be on ESPN Deportes, to be honest, because the rest of it is super mid. But
it'll be a fight.
Great fight. It's a great fight. The main event. I don't care about everything else. I know Calvin Gaslam's fighting, but fuck that. So let's get into the fight itself. Ahmed, take care of business. Our MMA correspondent, our Ariel Hawani, right?
First of all, yeah, bro. Like you said, that main event is why I'm so excited for this. It's what a, like, you don't have to be a fan. It's just a great. It's like, okay, if you're a fan, you love it because it's two of the best guys. It's the champ versus number one. It's skills. It's got all of that. But if you're more of a casual, it can sell two teammates. One had to move and do all this. So it's a great fight both ways. Now you get to the fight. Oof. I mean, Usman, like he's got his, well, this is a tough matchup. I'll take Usman. I think Kamaru Usman yeah, like skill wise, Burns might have the speed advantage and this and that. But what separates Kamaru Usman, and he's told a lot of people this, but people won't listen. His mind is why he is a champ. Mentally, he's different. That's what I'm banking on. I can break down the fight, but we'll do that after. Right now, if I had to pick, I'm thinking Kamaru Usman, and one more win breaks George St. Pierre's record. This guy does not, like, bro. I get it. He's a little boring sometimes. They call him Snoozeman. All he do is win. That's all I'm gonna say.
Both styles.
GSP said he predicts a first round TKO from Usman.
Yeah, but that's
For
because
Usman, I don't believe that.
I don't know.
That's definitely not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Going back to your point, listen, Usman is a great champion. And I believe we talked about this when it was Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. We were talking about this guy's mentality as a champion. He has such a great mentality. He's super dedicated, and he knows what he has to do, especially now that he is champion. He hustled, he worked his ass off to become it, and he knows what to do to stay with it and have that and have a long reign and he cares about his legacy. So mentally, he's so much different than a lot of these guys. And you're right when you talk about him being boring, and people can attack his
that's what people
character.
say about him. I don't think he's boring. I don't think
I'm sorry, I
dominating
forgot.
that guy
Of course, but
is boring.
Was he the one with the toe taps?
The toe stomps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen,
I forgot who did
you
it
can
off the top of my
definitely
head.
you can definitely attack him for that. If you're casual and you really want to watch fight, he's not the guy for you. But at the end of the day, he wins his fights, and that's what matters.
Bro, he took the fight
And
on 6
I
days
think
notice
Usman,
against a dangerous ass
exactly,
person.
against a killer Jorge Masvidal that was
Killer, bro.
coming off the best year out of
Nothing
a
to
lot
lose,
of
too.
fighters.
Nothing to lose. He had
Nothing
nothing
to
to
lose,
lose.
and he took it.
Usman had everything to
And he
lose.
took it. So
Oh.
this guy deserves more respect. And we were
Definitely, bro.
talking about this, bro. He was clearing out. He's clearing out this division, bro.
Before he was
Clearing
champ.
it out.
Before he was
Yeah.
even champ.
So, dude, he deserves more respect. Definitely deserves more respect. And I feel like a lot of it has to go like it's his fault that people really don't like him because he acts like kind of cringy here and there. Like if you really
All
look
these
at it,
guys
like, just
cringy,
look
bro.
at guys. Go look at his embeddeds. Go even look to his podcasts with like Joe Rogan. When he's just himself and not playing like a role,
He's a cool
or,
guy.
trying to self. He's a great guy. So I think a lot of it comes down to how he acts and stuff. But I wanted to ask you a question about. Yeah, you see, some people could take it as annoying, but I think it's just him trying to sell fights. And it works. Listen, he doesn't sell
man,
fights.
I don't know if this one's gonna sell
wins.
a lot.
Yeah, of course. That's
Didn't give him any help, bro.
Let's not talk about it.
Nice
Yeah,
talk.
but
Real quick
listen,
before you
I
ask the
think
question, I just want to say back to your sleepy comment. I mean, sleepy, boring fights. I think people have to start realizing MMA is not only just entertainment, but it's an art form, and you got to deal with it. If you want to watch proper fighting, bro, these are the guys to watch. Not fucking.
It's a chess match. I'm
disrespect
trying to tell people.
Yeah,
it's a chess match.
beautiful,
Chess
bro.
match when these guys are doing. Even the champion before Usman, Tyron Woodley, got the same disrespect as well.
Yeah, but he was a little different.
But listen, at least Woodley would actually get some KOs, bro. He has a crazy overhand right, bro. I mean left. He would knock people's ass off. So at least that was on his belt. But I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you a question about Gilbert Burns versus in the matchup with Usman. I wanted to ask that. Do you think that's his toughest match yet, Gilbert Burns?
Gilbert Burns or
it's hard to say.
Gilbert Burns against Usman is Gilbert Burns
Usman's toughest opponent.
Yeah,
you could say that, and I think that if they weren't training partners, it would be Kobe. But the fact that Gilbert knows, like he knows him, they've had over 1,000 sparring. That's, like they both know exactly how this fight is gonna go. They both know. That's why this is so crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think this fight is super, super tricky for Usman. When you look at a guy like Gilbert Burns, I do believe this is his toughest matchup. Colby Covington, outside of all that BS that he does outside, promote himself, he's such a great fighter. And
I would still say that Colby is his toughest matchup, though. Even though that Burns.
That's where we disagree. That's where we disagree. But this is not. We're not having a discussion about that. Going back to the fight, I think this is the skill set that Gilbert Burns comes into this fight. You talk about guy that got striking is quite decent, right? He got good power, elite jiu-jitsu, good grappling. It's a tricky fight for Usman, especially the point that you made that they were training partners.
Yeah.
So how do you think this fight's going to play out?
This could very well be,
listen,
no disrespect, a predetermined result at the end of the fight because DC said it. He said, I'd never wanted to fight Kane, and for a reason, because he knew how that fight would go.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. But
at the end of the day, a title shot.
I don't think it's more so mental, though. I don't think it's more so mental, though. I feel like when you're talking about Kane and DC, bro, that's just a different level. These guys are like family. If you go look at what Kamaru Usman's talking about, he's like, bro, listen, he wants something that I have. I'm gonna take care of business. So I don't think it's more so mentally, but just what they know each other so well. So
same manager.
What's gonna happen?
I think it plays a part. I think it benefits Usman more than it does Burns. Not that he necessarily needs it. I agree with Ahmed when it comes to Kobe being his toughest opponent, but I think although it benefits Usman, you have to wait and see. and which is very impossible, almost impossible. You have to wait and see if Burns has something up his sleeve, which I
No, but
think
they
Usman will
both have
prepare for.
something. They both have
Yeah,
something.
that's what
They
I'm
both.
saying. I think Usman's more than prepared to bring something
So
on his own end.
so how do you guys see the fight playing out?
I
Like
think
specifically.
if Gilbert wins, the only way he wins, I think, even though he can knock him out, I don't think he will. But the only way he wins is if he makes him tap or he's out cold, like sleeping.
I agree.
Over
I agree.
submission. That's the only way
Listen,
he wins it, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. Going into this fight, like I said before, I think this is a very tricky matchup, and that's where I think Usman really thrives in it. He knows what he has to do in these fights that can be deemed as dangerous, right? So I think throughout this fight, I think Usman's gonna box defensively, not be too or overly aggressive, and just clinch against the cage, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
he's shown the success that,
And
and I think he's gonna win. He's gonna win by control time. Simple as that. More action, controlling him. It's gonna be a very boring fight to a casual. Just putting out spoiler alert for you guys. But I'm gonna like it because at the end of the day, Burns, when you talk about someone like Burns, it's so let's just say Usman does take him to the ground. That elite
he will take him to
jiu-jitsu,
the ground.
Burns,
He will take
yes,
Gilbert down.
you're right.
But Burns wants to be on the ground, Paul.
Jiu-jitsu. Exactly.
But
Him off his back. He's gonna try it. But I think Usman is so smart that he knows that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
no, he's gonna wait
Chest, bro,
because in
chest
the
is
first
chest.
round, if you're not sweating and you're so dry, you will tap. Like Burns
exactly.
is as good as
Exactly.
anybody ever.
Exactly.
But
So I think Usman's gonna just wear him out, gas him out, and win this fight easily, in my opinion.
Do you think who wants it more, Tiku?
Listen, I got attacked for that, but people don't understand what I was trying to say. Listen, everybody wants it. No fucking shit. These guys are willing to die in the ring. But you look at mentality and champion. People can be champion for a long time, but they might not have the hunger still. Yeah. Who's more hungry when you're coming up or when you have it?
and I'll
That's
tell
what
you why.
separates
I'll
different.
tell you why you're
That's
wrong.
what separates everybody
I love
else. That's what makes the greats. That's why when Tyron Woodley was going around saying, "Oh, I'm the best welterweight ever," dude, you're not. He was thinking about TMZ. He was thinking about his rap career. His
I mean,
movie
bro, he was
career.
calling out Nick Diaz and
Having a rap
Conor
album.
McGregor and all that. But I'm saying
So
that's why you're wrong, though.
here's why you're wrong.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. That's the best. I love it when he says that.
See, now you talking and you fucking make me forget what I was gonna say, bro.
It's the catchphrase, and that is the catchphrase.
Yeah, bro, just get it.
So
What you were gonna say
whatever.
why he's wrong. Okay, to Tiku, what were you saying? It's very easy to remind you. He was saying that the person coming up wants it more than the person who has it, right? And you're gonna tell him why he's wrong.
Okay, two things.
Mhm.
One, this is the first time that he's gonna go 5 rounds with a champion, like the champion, his first title fight. He doesn't know how it feels to be in the fourth
Burns?
round. Yeah, and yeah, his first title shot, right?
Mhm.
He doesn't know how if it's 2-2 going to the fifth. Come on, like he knows how that feels, especially as a champ. And what other thing? Kamaru Usman always says this. He says, "I'm not defending. I'm going to win the belt again and again and again." He's not defending the belt. He's winning the belt again and again and again. So you can't say that he wants it more because they're both going to win the belt. And Usman knows what to do. So he definitely, I mean, they both want it. They both want it. Probably, I'm not gonna say whoever wants it more, all that. They both want it. But Usman knows he could do it, and he knows how it feels. That's the difference.
It's been at this
Here's
stage
where you're
before,
wrong.
bro.
He's way stronger, man.
Stephen A. Smith type thing.
The problem is, you guys did not let me finish my point. I said it
Over
and I
5
got
minutes, bro.
attacked. You guys attacked me right away. And by the way, viewers, we're talking about a group chat that we have. And I just said Gilbert Burns looks hungry. Did
No,
not
you
say
didn't. You
hungrier.
said he looks
Go
hungrier.
go
What does that
look.
imply? That he wants him more than Usman?
No, I said go look what I said. I said Burns
Nah.
looks hungry.
Now
Now
you said that
you guys
after we
assaulted
attacked
me.
you for saying he wants it more.
No. Go look at it. I said some fighters can look more hungrier than a champion, and there has been occasions where that happened. I brought
Because they're
up
more
the
excited.
Tyron
This is the
Woodley.
first time.
I brought up the Tyron Woodley incident. That fight with him and Usman. The thing I was gonna say before you guys attacked me was Burns looks
Well, you get
hungry.
attacked a lot, bro.
But I know it's okay. They come at the throne. What do you want me to say? Anyways, Burns looks hungry, but Usman is the prototypical champion, one of the top guys in this game, bro. Like he's gonna go down as a legend. Like we said, what's Usman's best attribute? We know about him as a fighter, super well balanced everywhere, right? But it's about mentality. He had that mentality to be a legend in this sport and only be dedicated to this sport. That's why that's the difference. Bro, you look at Burns. I was saying he's embedded. This guy's training like a fucking animal. It's insane.
Bro,
He wants it,
everybody
but at the
trains,
end of
bro.
the day, there's a lot of guys that lose, that miss weight and stuff like that, bro. Not everybody is that dedicated like that, bro. Not a
I know,
lot.
but a lot of guys
Of course,
are.
the champions. That's what changed. That's what difference legends to regular fucking fighters to contenders, bro. That's the point I was trying to say. So, I rest my case.
Speaking of the embedded, Kevin Gastelum. I mean, what was that
Kobe
breakfast, bro?
Bryant.
Forget. Oh,
How about that Kobe
but
Bryant jersey? I don't know if you guys saw it.
yeah,
I seen it.
I didn't catch
Kobe
it.
Bryant
But
jersey. So
That was the latest one today.
bro, like
Love it,
Gastelum, what's that breakfast, bro? 2 eggs and 2 pieces of bread. I mean,
That's
As a
exactly
middleweight?
what I eat, bro. That's exactly what I eat.
that's what I eat too. I mean, what the
Yeah.
hell is this guy
Bro,
doing?
Bro, he was eating
type of-
breakfast, watching The Office, bro. He's like a regular guy.
That's
he's like that,
crazy.
But bro,
It's
like,
Speaking of, like, look
This
at
is
this
the thing
guy
to
right
look
here.
at Kevin
12,000 calories a day. Obviously, different sports, but I mean, ridiculous. 2
Bro,
eggs
you-
and 2
like-
pieces of toast.
It's gonna wait, bro.
bro, this is the same guy that if we're all begging him, make 170, you will be a champion.
He was.
Instead, he wants to smoke weed with Henry Cejudo and do all that. This is what
That's
you
this
get.
one. That goes back to the point. It's about mentality. Do you want to be a
And he-
champion, bro?
And he almost
Separates it.
beat Izzy.
And he almost did. Yeah, bro. He probably
Oh.
gave Izzy his toughest
Yeah.
matchup
That was a
in the
toughest fight.
UFC.
By far,
So,
yeah.
and he retired your boy, Yoni. So,
Thank you.
anyways,
I didn't have to
I
mention.
think
I
we-
actually
I think
just
we-
watched
Who's your
the
boy?
knockout.
Who's your boy?
Bisping.
Michael Bisping.
I like Bisping.
I mean, bro, he fought him like 2 weeks later after getting.
I have a photo with Bisping. Very
It's not
nice.
ended him, but
Funniest
point is-
story ever. You guys want to hear what happened when I met Bisping? I fucking go up to the
What?
guy, right? I was still casual at the time. Like, I didn't know too much about UFC. So I go up to the guy. I fucking shake his hand, right? We're getting ready for the photo. And I was like, what do I say to him? What do I say to him? And he's a Man United fan. So I go, you're a Man United fan, right? And I think, like, I don't know for sure, but the way he looked at me, I think he interpreted it as like, I have no clue who he is. I just heard he's a Man United fan and went in for the photo because he was like, yeah, something like that. And I was like, yo, I didn't catch it until months later. I was like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever said, bro.
See, now Michael Bisping got
First time, but
your face in his head about this guy. Doesn't even know who I am. Such a little disrespectful little shit. So,
Bro, he looked at me like I
See,
was
believe,
stupid,
achieve.
bro.
shut the fuck up.
Believe.
listen, Michael, let's get you on the podcast. I know you have a podcast with Louis
Believe
Gomes,
you,
I
me.
think.
Yeah,
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's get you in let's get you on the SVS podcast.
Or
bro.
Michael, yo, get us on the same network that you're on. I fuck with that network. They have
Facts,
a
bro.
lot of
Let's
podcasts on
go. So we can
that. They have a lot
collab,
of good
dude.
podcasts on. Oh yeah.
Anyways, what do we got next? Yoni was
What's
get us
next
into it.
on the topic list? Hold
What
up.
do we got?
We're doing quick rundowns, miscellaneous type things. And first of all, why not start with the New York Knicks trading for the youngest MVP to ever play in the NBA? I knew that. Derrick Rose.
The only thing you
Thoughts?
got right?
I got like
Dogs.
4 questions right that day, but yes.
Listen, before we get into this Derrick Rose discussion, Ahmed, Miami versus Knicks. We had 2 games in a row against each other.
Listen, bro.
Miami beat them twice. But I just
Listen, bro.
find it
I'm not
funny.
gonna
Hold
hate.
up. No, it's okay. You don't. There's nothing to hate. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
two for not, bro. That looked like playoff basketball. You know what I'm saying? So
no.
see you soon, boy.
2 teams at the same
Listen,
level.
I'm gonna give the Knicks credit. They play defense, but that's understandable for a Tom Thibodeau team. So I'll give you guys credit that. Miami are in competitive games in every game they play. It's insane. I don't want to take credit away from the Knicks, but they played well. When you talk about like the refereeing decisions in that game, I think they're victims of how soft the NBA is now, where you get fouls playing defense, real defense.
I
And
mean, bro, that was
Miami,
disgusting.
that happens a lot. That happens a lot to Miami as well. I've seen it throughout the playoffs so many times. When you talk about that team that made it to the playoffs in what year? 2017, 2018, that played Philly in the first round. The fouls are insane. So teams nowadays, if you play legit real defense, you get penalized. So I think the Knicks were a victim of that, but they're gonna understand when to not foul and when to. There was definitely a lot of decisions that went against the Knicks. I'll say that, but at the end of the day, I feel like the right team won. But the main point I wanted to say was in the last episode, Ahmed, you said, "Oh, it's easy to beat the Miami Heat now, right? Just for the Knicks to lose twice in a row." You
Yeah. Okay.
did.
First of all,
Don't forget that little snort
listen, bro.
comment. So we are here.
I'm not gonna hate on it. Obviously the refs in the second game were horrible, but I felt like we should have lost the first game, and we did. We should have won the second game. We did it. It is what it is. You guys beat us twice, and you guys are still behind us. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I like 1.5
That's
game.
it. And we move.
Ain't that much. I
And you're
respect it.
both
Respect
behind the San Antonio Spurs.
Bro,
What a
bro,
team, bro.
when you name me
Never
the
told-
starting five,
I'll name you the starting 5 right now.
quick, let's go right now. Quick.
DeJounte Murray, Devin Vassell, Jakob Poeltl.
No, I don't think Devin Vassell starts, my
He
friend.
did. He started the last game.
Oh my God, one game he starts. He's not a starter.
Started the last
Yeah,
game.
but okay, I'll give you that.
Wait. Okay, you threw me off, bro. Fuck.
Murray,
Uh,
Vassell.
Poeltl, DeRozan, and Keldon Johnson.
Look at this, bro. He's having a hard time with his team.
No, I forgot who it was because Devin Vassell threw me off. It's usually not Devin Vassell.
You know what's
it's Lonnie
funny?
Walker.
You know what's
And
funny?
it's not Poeltl. It's LaMarcus Aldridge. So there's 9 Spurs that I just named for you. Who else do you? I'll
Do
name
you
the
know-
starting 5 of the Austin Spurs.
What about LaMarcus Aldridge?
He's injured. He
Anyways,
starts over.
if
Poeltl.
you would
I
ask that
mentioned
question to me, I wouldn't even be able to answer that because I believe Miami Heat had the most changes to their starting lineup more than any team in the NBA this season.
Yeah, but the same guy
20 something times.
coming in, except for like that the new kid, what's his name, Gabe Vincent, whatever.
KZ
Vincent?
Okapala. Oh, Gabe Vincent, yeah, he starts sometimes, but that's due to a lot of COVID stuff, a lot of injuries. But let's get into this
Chris
Derrick
Dunn
Rose
wants to
trade.
become like a spot up shooter against the Knicks only. Gets me so tight. Like just
Kendrick
bro,
Nunn.
and he's not gonna do anything for the next whole year. He's just gonna.
I don't care. That stock value's going up, my boy. We're gonna get a trade soon. We need
talk
it
about
badly.
stock value. Look what we're doing.
Spurs top 2 youngest core in the NBA with the Celtics tied. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get that in there.
We'll see by the end of the season. Anyways, let's talk about this Derrick Rose trade. I'm mad as a Knicks fan.
I loved it.
How do you feel?
I love
Go ahead.
it. I love it. And I posted something on Twitter. This is like what I believe should happen after the Rose trade. Just get So we kept our picks from Detroit. They're going to be atrocious this year, so it's going to be a very high pick. We gave them, what was it, our Charlotte pick or something? I don't know what we gave them.
Second round.
Yeah, I know that, but obviously, but we kept the good picks. We got Derrick Rose back, who like just had one practice, and like he looks so like that chemistry that was special. Like like that whole 10-minute run, that was special. Like that was the best Knicks basketball I've seen all year. That was like insane.
With him in
So
quickly, or you mean like in general the
no,
10 minutes?
no, yeah, when he came in
When
for
he
that
came into the
10-minute
game.
run,
I
that was
didn't watch it,
ridiculous.
but I
never seen that in my
heard
life.
him in quickly did great. Like I heard.
Bro, like he was setting up everybody. Everybody played better when he was on the court. He's a leader now. He's gonna mentor IQ. No, I mean, bro, talk about a perfect guy, like to have. Derrick Rose. If we if we if we get we're gonna trade Austin Rivers probably because he's already like, and Frank too because we don't like there's nobody else that can play. Trade Austin Rivers, get a second round pick back. Then you basically just swapped Austin Rivers for Derrick Rose. And then you're gonna have to. I don't know what you're gonna do with Alfred Payton. I mean, he keeps playing well when we like fucking start hating on him. So I don't know. For me, he he can't start anymore, but it's it's not up to me. So yeah, I mean, I loved it, and I know he's a free agent, but it's all about this year. If we can make the playoffs this year, then it's all worth it. Or like just keep learning and having Derrick Rose on that team that helps a lot.
The only
I
thing
like
I'll say about this trade, because it makes sense in
And we
theory,
and we
right? Bringing in,
stole it from
Well, you-
Detroit.
yeah, it makes sense in theory because you got a veteran player, a good player, a leadership type player. Makes sense. You have IQ, but the only question I have about Rose's fit in New York is what are they? How are they going to manage quickly? You know, I understand the mentorship. That's cool.
They're,
But
they're doing
at the end of the day,
exactly what I
he's gotta
want them to
play.
do. Yeah, but
It makes no
I don't
sense
I
to
don't think
have
he
Alpha
like
Payne.
bro. He's
Bringing in
playing
Derrick
well.
Rose, it makes no sense to have Alpha Payne.
yeah,
So
you have
Yeah,
to
I
but
get rid of
they
now
Payton.
I mean
have to
I don't know what they're
they're
gonna do
gonna
with
have
Alpha Payne. That's
to
what I'm saying.
they're gonna
But
have to trade him. It makes no sense. I don't like that fit. Listen, IQ is better off when he has the ball.
yeah, but we
When
can
he has the
we can
ball in his
switch Alfred
hands.
Payton. Who IQ?
Yeah.
That's where you're wrong. Like he's not
Hmm.
like he can catch the ball from there and then he can start moving. Like that's even better for him.
I
Before he
disagree.
would have to
I
create everything. Now he's getting the
I
ball
was
perfectly. He can either shoot because he's a fantastic shooter and that and or go into his floater. It's better for him. He has more space now. I like
Don't
or
you
I
think?
disagree.
first game.
Don't you
I
think
don't
that's
think
the
Derrick
perfect
Rose. I
balance
don't think
though?
Derrick.
If you get rid of
What do you-
Payton, right? If you get rid of
Well,
Payton, you get exactly what you said and what Ahmed said. You could play
Derrick Rose was
you could play
brought in.
Derrick Rose and then play quickly with some minutes where he holds onto the ball in his hands, and then you could play them together
You see,
in Ahmed's
yes, I
Bro,
style.
agree.
Derrick Rose was
You need
brought
to
in
get rid of Payton.
because we struggle every single time Julius leaves the court, and then in the fourth quarter we have a hard time like scoring. So Derrick Rose,
You see,
he's a big time buddy. Like he can score in the fourth quarter, and then off the bench, if you got to deal with Derrick Rose coming off the bench, it's a problem.
Yoni, that makes sense, right? But guess
Yeah.
what? Alfred Payne is starting for this team, and he's
For
playing
now,
in quarter.
and he's not playing bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It
So
doesn't look
now
like
it
he's going
depends on.
anywhere,
It
if we're gonna
doesn't.
be honest.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but
the fit
bro,
with
yo,
Alfred
obviously
Payton,
everybody knows that
Rose,
IQ is the
and
future point guard.
IQ, I agree.
Does Tibbs
Also,
know that?
people know
Come on, bro.
Obi.
Bro,
And we also thought Obi
Yoni,
Toppin. And we
Yoni,
also
Yoni.
thought Obi Toppin was the future of the Knicks. But guess what? They started playing Julius Randle, right? So
No,
I
bro,
don't know.
Obi
I don't
Ahmed,
know.
Toppin,
if you think
like
a player
now-
is the future, you play him more and get rid of Alfred. The perfect situation is you get rid of
Bro,
Alfred Payton,
Alfred Payton-
right?
Alfred Payton is on this team for one more year, if he even makes it to the end of the year. That's it. IQ is the future point guard. Derrick Rose is here to groom this kid
The thing, exactly.
as long as
But
he's
guess
here.
what? We thought, but last week we were calling for this guy IQ to be the starter, right?
Yeah, because we had nobody else.
I disagree. In my opinion, it makes
but
sense
Alfred was
if
playing
Alfred Payne is gone. If Alfred Payne is gone, if Alfred Payne stays on this New York Knicks team, I seen what IQ was playing. He was looking like a spot up shooter to me,
I
and
mean,
that's
bro,
not his
he
game.
He starts.
He
He
can
starts
hit
mainly
them.
because of his defense.
Spot
He
up
starts mainly
shooter is
because of
not
his
his game,
defense.
bro.
Alfred
Not
Payton.
his game. So those are my only thoughts. Super early, one game. That run that you said when he just came off the bench, I thought the Knicks were just gonna run away from it.
Should
I
have
felt like the
blew him out, but
intensity he brought.
the refs would not have it.
Okay. Anyways,
True.
but
If there's one,
yeah, the run that came, he brought in good energy. He changed the game for them.
Bro,
But
he's like
we'll
a
see.
he's like a mini Julius Randle. He can get in the middle and then from there find the
if
shooters or whatever.
if there's one thing I will say, I think no matter what, it's not going to be a loss for the Knicks. Which
Yeah,
I think this role that Derrick Rose is coming into as a mentor, which is crazy to me because I still think of Rose as like, yo, next year is going to be his year. You know, you kind of have that little
MVP
hope
Rose.
in you. Yeah, like it's not going to happen. But as a mentor, he could still hold a lot of weight. And it's interesting to see him in that role, like the progression, because Derrick Rose is that guy who we kind of saw grow up with the ups and
And-
downs. And so it's going to be interesting to
Oh,
see him in
and-
that role. And
and-
I think he's going to do great. I think he's going to do great. He's
and
been
bro,
through it
and
all. So
My
after
my
all
questions
that,
are not Rose.
and hold up. After all that, it's still Derrick Rose playing in the Garden. It's still something special, and I don't know, at least for me. So
Might as well bring Jeremy Lin back.
yo,
let's go.
why not? He's in the G
Isn't he?
League.
Isn't he in the
Yeah, he's
He's
going
Like
on
to
the
the G League.
Warriors G League. No, he played
Santa
today.
Cruz? Santa Cruz, yeah.
Played today.
Did he play good?
Yeah, he played.
Tough. That's tough.
I don't know.
Respect that.
I didn't
Wow.
finish that
Yo,
game.
the Knicks are allowing fans now, Ahmed. You
Yeah,
going
like
there?
10%.
The Nets
Bro,
are
I'm
going to
telling
start
you,
allowing fans too.
that-
So as soon as
the
those school
Yankee
trips
opening
start,
day-
they might fill it up.
That Yankee opening day, we there. Knicks,
be there.
Nets, we there.
Yes, sir.
Knicks,
I'll be there.
Lakers.
I don't know about
They
the
better not
Knicks,
put me
but
nowhere near fucking LeBron James, bro.
I won't be at the
No,
Knicks. But you're
he
sitting
thought
at
that
the
girl was
Barclays.
bad at the Hawks game. Oh my god! But wait,
Ain't seen a med. I'm sleep. Anyways, what's the next topic on our quick rundown?
Matt,
let's keep it local. Trevor
Go ahead,
Bauer.
Matt.
Trevor
Is that
Bauer.
really
He's not a Met.
Los
He's not a
Angeles is
Met.
across the coast.
No. I'm saying he was supposed to be a Met, and a lot of Mets fans were heartbroken.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe less heartbroken after they saw the money he got paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they offered him I think it was 85 million for 3 years or something like that.
Bro, it was an insane contract.
Listen, I get like him and his dad have a new way to pitch or something, and it's working. He looks phenomenal. He had one of the best years ever. I know. It was only like how many games was it last year? Like 60 games,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But to pay him, I think he's getting paid more than Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's been
Isn't
a
he
stud.
like the most?
Yeah,
think he's
I mean Garrett Cole has been a stud for a while. Trevor Bauer has
Yeah.
been a stud for a year and a half. So, but yeah,
Bro, his
bro,
base salary
that
is
Dodgers
30 million.
lineup gets even more scarier. As a Yankee fan, I wanted him on the Mets because it doesn't like what the fuck. Okay, yeah, they're a good team, but they're not gonna, you know. But now on the Dodgers,
It sucks.
sucks for the Yankees. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely got the same mindset. You know, Mets, they lost out on a lot of people this offseason. And Trevor Bauer was just another guy. But
yeah, they
when
did.
you really think about it, the money that he got for the Dodgers, insane. Makes sense for
Insane,
the
bro.
Dodgers, bro. Makes sense for the Dodgers. Pay that money, probably win another World Series. As much
They're
as that
favorites for
sucks.
sure. Yeah.
You look at that bullpen now.
The
You're
whole
looking at that
lineup, bro.
starting rotation, that starting lineup.
Arguably the best player in baseball.
Nasty.
Fucking Mookie Betts,
Nasty. Nasty. But if you look at the Mets, you look at Trevor Bauer's antics, he's a fucking him in New York with this media here. That would be
bro. It would have been
hell.
fun. It would
That
have been
hell.
fun, but
It would have been fun, but it would have been. Let's just say he was on the Yankees. It was just listen. There's no question about him as a player, insane player, great player. But that other BS, some teams might be like, nah, we don't want that. Plus the money that he got, insane. But it's a huge deal, bro. Huge deal. Go to Los Angeles, the reigning World Series champs. Makes sense for them, but it's gonna be hard to beat them. It's gonna be hard to beat them, but
Spe-
we'll see.
Speaking of the money this guy got, I don't know too much about baseball, but the fact that people were trying to compare him to Messi was kind of ridiculous to me. How was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw
shut
that.
the-
I saw that tweet. I don't understand what the hell that tweet was.
Shut the
Oh, the guy was
fuck
trying
up.
to say
What they
that.
say?
They were
How
just
do I-
trying to compare that Messi is super overpaid.
Yeah, they were saying if you look at the money Trevor Bauer's making, it's nothing when you look at
Compare.
players like Messi making that much too. And I
Doesn't
literally
Me-
told the guy, I was like,
Doesn't Messi get like 82 million a year?
Messi gets
Yeah.
actually 168 million a year, which is criminal. But yes, he does. I don't know if you guys
Ooh,
saw the
he's
contract
worth it,
leaks.
low-key.
168 million.
Yeah, I know,
a year is
but
not
it's like
worth-
1 year, right? It's like 1 year.
yeah,
That last year on his bond.
168 1 year.
Still
But
insane.
no-
though.
But
But he makes that money back for
yo,
the team, bro.
he makes that much. The amount of money this guy Trevor Bauer's making in a year is 40 mil or some shit, right? Messi
Yeah,
makes that in
like
shirt
that.
sales, bro. Messi makes that in jersey sales in probably 3 months, if not in a month.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
makes that in like a fuck going to like an event, bro.
bro, it's
Yeah.
very simple. Like,
It's insane. It's definitely super insane. Listen, shut the fuck up. I think that guy was a baseball player, Steven Souza.
was.
Souza. Shut the fuck up. Don't even disrespect someone like Messi. He deserves that money, and he deserves more than Trevor Bauer, bro. So shut the fuck up. He's literally one of the, or
Best athletes of all time.
bro. Like, shut the fuck up. That shit tilted me out. I hated that.
Some dude
And-
said Messi plays like 30 games a year. Bauer plays like.
Bro, shut the. Oh, that shit just. It's such an
Talk about
dumb
he's bro.
statement.
Bauer
Such
plays
an
like 25 games a
uneducated
year at
statement.
most. He's a
That
fucking
ass. Like, what are you
What are you even
talking
talking
about?
about?
And
And
even
let alone that
people in
Messi
the
hasn't
out-
played 30 since like he was off the bench as a youth product. Messi plays.
plays
And
50.
let's not talk about these guys, bro. The baseballers, bro. What do? You're in the outfield. You run here and there. Messi's running up and down the pitch
Well, not anymore.
non-stop. Well, not Messi. Messi might be a bad fucking example, but either way, the dude's running more than baseball players. So
100%.
he's putting in more work, and he's the GOAT. Or
No, relax.
One of the greatest athletes of all
one
time.
of the goals,
Stop.
because Ronaldo's my goal. But
He's
to end
definitely
off
not
this
seventh,
discussion-
like Colin Coward said on the most
Yeah,
popular list.
definitely not seventh. But Messi's getting paid that much money, bro. I would be loyal to Barcelona as well.
Close
So,
game over here. Atlanta Hawks versus Dallas Mavericks.
Loyal man.
Yeah.
Loyal.
So
I
paid
heard
me that
Rajon
much,
Rondo's
I'm-
teaching Luka Doncic how to play basketball.
But let's stay in
oh, yeah, I'm
baseball.
sure.
Nolan Arenado gets traded.
That's
he went to the
insane.
St.
That's
Louis
another-
Cardinals.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I mean
What
that was
a
a little
horrible-
shocker. I mean, bro,
That's a whole.
there's always been talk about him being traded, but for
Yeah.
him to actually go to the Cardinals. I mean,
But
this
the
guy's one of
specifics of the deal is horrible. Didn't they pay
I know. But
50
I'm saying, like,
the
just the
Cardinals
players.
and
This is the top-
Arenado?
What?
No, bro. They gave the St. Louis Cardinals 50 million as well. You know that, right?
That's what. Yeah, I know. I saw. What's his name? John Heyman or something.
What the fuck are they doing,
Yeah, but if they, I don't know.
bro? They
by the
got
way,
a couple
this is-
prospects back,
for-
but
for
they
people
didn't
that
even
don't
get.
know-
Yeah,
For
go
people
ahead.
that don't know, this is a top five, like at least top five player in baseball.
Yeah,
Maybe
no, he's a
First
top
top 10.
player. Fucking insane player. I'll die for him. in the
contract was
Yankees.
a little messy, but to
But
give
whose
up
fault
50
is
million-
that?
Yeah, I mean it's a team's fault, obviously, but it is what it is. He's being dealt.
They got prospects back, but they didn't even get one top 5 prospect from the Rockies system.
Bro, they could have traded him anywhere else. Like Yankees were willing to give up a lot of our prospects, like Dodgers, a lot. Like
What are they doing? And the Cardinals, again, it's like a
And I-
tradition for them for acquiring NL West stars. It's like this is like, didn't they get Goldschmidt, right?
yeah,
From
Oh, Goldschmidt,
the
yeah.
Diamondbacks.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of guys even back. Dexter
29
Fowler.
years old, bro.
Did
He's
they get him
29.
from
He's
Shit,
29.
bro. Fucking hell. I don't know what they're doing. I feel bad for the fans there. It's definitely a case of mismanagement, how
Mhm.
they mismanage the contracts and stuff like that. So I feel bad for the Rockies, Cardinals. Who
Did he
they get a great
Did
player.
he sign? Oh yeah, he did. He signed 8-year, $260 million contract.
Yeah, that was recently, like last year maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That whose fault is that?
Machado and everybody. Yeah.
Anyways, but
Well,
definitely
sometimes
a
it
big
works
deal.
out. Look at Machado on the Padres. Now they're one of the best
Yeah.
young teams in all of baseball.
Yep.
Listen, I don't know.
Oh, it makes so much sense for the Cardinals, man. You're getting a
Yeah,
great
Cardinals.
player
Yeah,
for
of course,
basically.
of course.
They're getting paid to have Nolan Arenado, bro. They're getting paid
ridiculous.
$50 million. That's insane. Fucking insane. I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. Disgusting.
Yeah, but they
Just
got like
awful,
vetoed that
dude.
or something. Like that don't make
I
sense.
don't know. It does not make sense at all. But those are the Rockies, so and they were a great team, man.
Yeah, but they
years
got a
ago.
couple. They got the what's his name, Blackman. I like him too.
Yeah.
Like they have a good team.
They were a good team, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's tough. It sucks. It's for Rockies fans.
Baseball. I mean, that's all we wrote down. But after I wrote that down, we got a little more news. Guys like Carson Wentz. Before we talk about him, but now it's actually look like it's gonna happen. You said Bears. Now Bears are saying that Eagles want too much for him. I said the Colts. It makes the perfect sense, and
yeah,
just get it done. You can probably get the first pick. I don't know if they have the first pick this year, but they should, and you work around it. I don't know.
Last episode, I said Colts, but looking at it,
and
there was talks coming out of Chicago that they were willing to do it. So I kind of thought it was going to be the Bears. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what team's really going to go for him, honestly.
This is what Mike Greenberg said in the morning. He said, bro, the Bears are looking for a savior. Like, Carson Wentz doesn't need to be a savior. He needs right now to save his own career. Go to the Colts. Yeah. You have for sure a top 5 O-line. You have good weapons. Like, he's got like 3 really good running backs. Mm-hmm. Great defense. We were talking about it last year. Great defense. That makes perfect sense. Like, if I'm Carson Wentz, you have to make that happen. So, I don't know. Why we go to the Bears? I don't know. That don't make sense for me.
Yeah, it does not make sense either. So,
pretty much it. Obviously, the Deshaun Watson thing is still up in the air. Not too many news coming out. I think like the owner stepped down or somebody, like the CEO.
Yeah, president, please. I don't know.
Yeah, so
some top guy.
It's slowly just all breaking down. Soon
right.
we'll hear about Deshaun Watson being.
I think he's where.
You heard me.
Get out of here, bro. Listen, I hope it happens. In New York, Deshaun in New York. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson trade is gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Will be interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty much it.
Before we end the episode off, I just want to say, Glazers, guys could have won the Prem, the Champions League, and the Super Bowl all in the same year, but decided not to. So hold, have fun, bro. That just tilted me out. I hated seeing them on my TV, bro. Hated it.
I was disgusted. Seriously.
Yeah,
that's about they're ever gonna win for a while, baby.
Yeah, I don't know about that. They've won plenty of championships. You forget they've owned United since 05, so they're not.
I said for a while, bro.
I know, but they'll go back to the winning ways soon.
My only message to the Glazers is, you signed one GOAT in that respective sport. You should sign another GOAT.
Oh, yes.
In our respective
Come on,
sports,
yeah. So. All right, mate.
And everybody knows what GOAT I'm talking about. He's out there in Italy begging to leave. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah, bro. Make it happen.
This guy.
Ashley Young is coming back to Old Trafford in 2022. Let's go.
Yeah, we should give him number 7 as well.
Wake up. Smell the coffee, bro.
Only time will tell.
Whatever. That's about it for this episode. A really quick episode coming at you guys. Not much going on in the sports world, but I think we covered it all for this week. Catch you guys next time at episode 20.
See ya. Yes, sir.